Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bikes on Brooms, a game that we play once a month or so at this point. We play when we can, and it's fun, and I enjoy it. But with me today, obviously, I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada, and I do TTRPG stuff. But everybody else does other stuff sometimes. So let's meet them. Nina, who are you? Why are you here?
Hi, I'm Nina. I'm here because I like playing games, and I play Andy in this game. I also did all the character art, and you can follow me on Nina Wolverina to see more of that.
Hell yeah. And next up, we have Zephyr Chaotix.
Yay, my edgy name. Hello. I'm Ash. I do other things that are very not important right now. Don't follow me on Twitter. I like the 5 people I have.
You like
Is this
me?
a, like reverse psychology method you're trying?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
right? There's nothing good there for you.
Next up, Graham. Who are you? Why are you here? Get out of my house.
Well, my name's Graham,
Aggressive.
and I'm here because Emma got me hooked on playing D&D. And I play Brandon, and he's hoping that he doesn't die soon, and Andy doesn't seem sweat. As for getting out of your house, we'll see.
I do want to say, I constantly forget Brandon's name, like out of everybody.
It's a basic white guy.
It's a basic white guy name, and I always forget it. And last but not least, sincerely Arabella.
I am Arabella. I play Magnolia Moore in this game, and yeah, I just took a nap, so I'm a little out of it. I don't know what year it is. I just had to look up my character's name because I literally could not remember.
Nice.
It's okay, I completely forgot to mention who I was playing. Not like
I couldn't. Oh yeah, you definitely did that.
Yeah. I play Justin, okay.
It's a sleepy Sunday night, and probably going to be a shorter session since we got a little bit of a late start, but it is all good. But yeah, if at any point you're not sure what's happening and you want to know what's happening, you can type !Bob recap, and it will send you to a Google document where our lovely players, mostly Graham, are updating it with notes on what's happening in the story. So yeah, you can just kind of read that real quick to get a glimpse of what's happening in case you missed anything. But without further ado,
Where's the notes page?
Nina, give us a recap on what happened last time.
Okay. Last time on Bikes on Brooms, we restarted the day. We had just realized that was going on. So we ended up going and meeting up together at school. Not Justin. Justin was a little slow on the uptake on this whole repeating day thing, but he did figure it out eventually. The rest of us managed to kind of gather at school, starting with Andy and Brandon, who connected while carpooling before the assembly that happened that day. We sat through the assembly. We mostly we asked a couple questions trying to figure out what was going on, and Andy had the brilliant idea to go to the counselor's office afterwards and act super torn up about Brian's death. Unfortunately, she did an oopsie while there and mentioned the name of what we thought was Brian's sister. Spoiler alert, that's not what was going on. After that very unsettling encounter in which Becky, the counselor, got very short with Andy, we started formulating some new theories and sent Magnolia off to do our dirty work and dig a little deeper. Meanwhile, Brandon is also tracking the possible disappearance of a girl and her girlfriend. I do not remember their names.
Their names are, I have this written down,
Trish, Oh, sorry.
Trish and Jessica.
Okay, Trish and Jessica. So Brandon kind of tagged along with their party getting readies and left his phone in their car to make sure that he could kind of keep an eye on them and we could see what happens. Meanwhile, Andy decided to go to tryouts because she's a meathead and I love her. And Magnolia went over to Brian's family to try and figure some stuff out. She passed off some store-bought cookies as her own, very smart, and in conversation with the grieving family decided to bring up again what we thought was Brian's sister. And that's when we found out that we'd been dead naming Brian the whole goddamn time.
I am so glad this day is not a real day because if I had to live with them remembering that Magnolia did that.
Right? That's the only comfort I have.
Just wait until after the next witch school scene when you guys come back and it's a day later.
Oh,
That's where we stop.
Magnolia will talk her way out of that.
I believe.
But you
I
got
feel
some
like you've
charm.
already left it kind of awkwardly, but with like an out because you did say that Brian brought it up to you, and you misunderstood. I feel like they're a little bit shaken, but I don't think they hold it against you.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
just
could
need
probably-
they need some time to process. But yeah, so with all that said, thank you, Nina, for giving us that recap. Why don't you go ahead, give yourself an adversity token.
Yay! I'm gonna need that.
Says who? You're not
keep
going into
making
anything
myself-
dangerous.
Make brains rolls like
Awesome.
some kind of big dummy.
Yeah. So let us start off our session. Our camera follows a young woman leaving a house as the door closes coldly behind her. As she leaves the front porch, she quickly pulls out her phone, navigates to a group chat, and simply types, "shit." The camera changes scenes as Justin is dropped off back home. He gets out of his dad's car, who tells him to have a good night, and he drives off back to work. Justin hears his phone go off. Ash, what ringtone does Justin have?
Man. Why do I gotta answer this question? I think it's gonna be something really obnoxious. Just like a random soundbite of a man just screaming, "Hey!"
Okay, cool. Got it. So, Justin hears his phone go off, and he looks down and sees Magnolia's text. Shit. The camera switches again. Andy and Brandon have now met up on their bikes, ready to track down Jessica and Trish to see where they disappear to today. They're beginning to set off when Andy receives a text from Magnolia as well. Nina, what's Andy's ringtone?
Andy's ringtone is it's the default. She hasn't figured out how to change it.
Okay. So it's just like bing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you get a text as well, and you look down and see shit. Brandon does not have his phone.
I hold my phone out, and I'm like, so that doesn't bode well.
Descriptive.
Wonder what that's about.
I'm gonna ask her. Hold on. And I type, "Didn't go well?" ?
I wouldn't say that. I got a ton of information. BT dubs, I was totally right about it not being the current time, but ... And then I send that and I wait for suspense.
Andy's like, but what? Then why is it shit? That all sounds great-ish.
Okay, so that's not Brian's sister. That's Brian. We've been dead naming Brian.
Andy types back all caps, shit. She shows it to Brandon as well.
Oh, that explains things.
Andy types back. She's like, I feel so bad right now. No wonder Becky freaked the fuck out. At
Yeah,
least I know she doesn't hate me though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really fucked up. I handled everything so well over here.
Andy texts back. She's like, I'm sure you did. She's not being sarcastic. She can't imagine a world in which Magnolia didn't handle that well.
Justin does. He just types doubt.
Okay, well, good to know. Gotta process that. Talk to you later. And she puts her phone away.
She went to their house? Wow.
I mean, you guys knew that was happening. That was
I
the
doubt if
plan.
she'd actually go.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like, yeah, when you
at
make
least
plans
the
and
day
actually do
repeats.
it.
What'd you say?
At least the day repeats.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, I assume it does. Maybe what if it only repeated once and I have to live with that for the rest of my life?
Or what if we die? Does it repeat?
What?
These people went missing and we're following them.
Come on, man.
I mean, I'm not nervous, but it's a question.
Okay, but all the movies that I've watched where time repeats, I haven't seen Groundhog Day. That one's too old. But I saw
Live, Die, Repeat.
Live, Die, Repeat, and I saw Happy Death Day. And in both of those, when you die, the day also repeats. So I think if we die, we'll be okay.
Oh, okay.
Sound logic.
Okay. Brandon's taking any comfort he can.
The bar is on the floor for comfort here.
Pretty much, yeah. Magnolia, from here, what's your plan? You just left the shaver's house, and now I imagine you're awkwardly walking down the street.
I'm on a bike, actually.
Okay, you're awkwardly riding down the street.
I'm gonna just ride back towards my house.
Okay, so
It's
you're
like
just
what? It's like after dinner, so it's pretty late.
yeah. So you start riding home, and Justin, you know all of this has happened. You understand that days are repeating now. You were just dropped off by your dad. What is your plan for the rest of the night? Are you thinking you're gonna try to do anything, or what's the goal?
Justin wants to test it. He wants to go out somewhere,
Okay.
like into, I don't know, maybe some patch of woods nearby town that people don't often travel to, and leave a mark on a tree, something that should be permanent.
Oh, okay. I got you. So, you could go off into a more forested area. You could ride your skateboard or your bike to get there. It would take a little bit, but you could get there and back before the night is over easy. Or you can go into the part of town where the balloon exploded. The part of town that's abandoned if you want to be really risky.
Risk it up, baby.
And now
the
Justin
part
dies.
of town where Brian
Yeah.
actually died.
Yeah. He's got a new skateboard. He has to test it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man, there's so many cool things to hit over there. The abandoned part of town.
Okay.
Empty pools. Hit a bowl.
All right. So are you going inside to tell your mom at all, or are you just heading off?
Not at all. It's just vanishing.
Okay, cool. So you just vanish into the night to go on a little adventure. And Andy and Brandon, you two are doing some tracking.
Yeah, we are.
Fine,
We're so smart.
yes, we are.
From what I remember, you were waiting for the car to like stop and remain stationary for a little bit, and then you were gonna go, right?
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been maybe about 30-45 minutes since you initially got those texts. You've been watching the Find Your Friends app on Andy's phone while just kind of waiting for your moment. The car's been driving around various spots in town. They went to Starbucks because they don't support local business. And then they went to like a little party store. And then finally they've gone to the gas station that Justin's dad owns. It's around the time that they said they were going to be meeting with their contacts, and it's been about 7 minutes since they got there. It's just, you get the feeling that perhaps this is it.
Well, if they change course, we can always change course later, but we should at least head that direction.
Yeah. And let's get to a place where we can watch, but they can't see us.
Yeah. And we go.
And we go.
Okay. I gotta respond to my friend Eric trying to get me. Not gonna work, Eric.
Oh no.
So you two ride off into the night. The gas station isn't too far, especially on your bikes in this small town. It does not take very long for you all to get there. As you do, you see that one of the front doors is ajar. And as you look closer, kind of off in the distance, you see that it's actually broken open. There's a car outside that you recognize to be Jessica's. It is currently off. The lights inside of the store are currently out. And the lights on the street are flickering.
Okay, so I don't love this. First off.
I don't like any of them.
And I don't know how much faith I actually put in my whole if we die we'll be fine theory. So I'm kind of thinking we don't get too involved in this. What do you think?
I agree, but I need to get my phone.
That's
My
a good
parents will
point.
kill me if I just
Okay.
get my phone.
Okay, so do you want me to get your phone or do you want to get your phone?
I can get my phone.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna look for clues, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And Brandon strolls off very unconfidently, and like probably like every 5 seconds is like tracking where Andy is.
Okay.
Just to make sure like we're in eyesight of each other.
All
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
So, Brandon, I would like for you to give me a flight roll.
Ooh.
All right.
And Andy, what are you like getting close to investigate? Are you just trying to get a better look from further away? Like, how are you approaching this?
I'm hanging back. I'm probably gonna kind of follow a little bit behind Brandon.
Okay.
Like a good
Neighbor, State Farm is
like a
there.
good neighbor. State Farm is there. But while he's focusing on getting to the car and getting his phone, I'm gonna stick behind him and check for other stuff. See if I
Okay.
see anything that he wouldn't notice because he's focusing on himself.
Okay. Graham, I forgot to say what difficulty you needed.
Yeah.
I rolled it too quick. I forgot about it after I clicked. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You can have an adversity token because I forgot to say, but you needed an 8. So you can spend an adversity token.
I will spend my adversity token that I had beforehand.
Okay, great. So you sneak up to the car, and looking in the back window, you do in fact see your phone. As you go to open the back door, however, it is locked. Andy, I would like you to give me a brains roll.
It's always the fucking brains. All right.
I use brains for like perception.
Mhm.
So
What do I
to
need?
find something obvious, you need a 5.
Okay.
To find more, you need a 10.
Okay. So here's the thing, right?
Okay.
My brains die is
It's a D4. But
So-
remember, you do have adversity tokens.
All right,
And
okay.
if you
Let's
roll
see
a
how much I
4
need
on
to
that
do.
D4.
Okay, so that was a 3. So I
Okay.
can, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will spend the extra 2 to notice something obvious.
And Brandon is around, so he can help you on this roll. If you really wanted to get that 10, he could help you and give you adversity tokens to help you
Oh.
succeed on this roll.
What do you think?
I have
Graham.
one adversity token left.
Do we want to spend all of our adversity
I
tokens
feel
on
like
this when we're in
something worse is
danger?
going to happen later. So
Yeah, no, I want to hang on to mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with a 5.
Okay. With a 5, peering inside of the unlit gas station, you see that some chaos has occurred. A few of the kind of aisles, the little like shelves that they use, the display shelves, a couple of them are knocked over. There's product all over the ground. Underneath one of the fallen aisles, you see the upper half of Jessica. She's not torn in half. The lower half is just underneath the display counter. But
I was gonna say, what the heck?
I'm like, oh
her upper half is sticking out from underneath it. And near her hand, you see a set of keys.
Okay. Andy is going to catch up with Brandon and be like, look, I saw in the store, I saw Jessica, she has her keys. Here's the thing though. I know your parents are gonna be mad if you don't have your phone, but counterpoint, day resets, you have your phone again. We both live. It's great.
It's only happened once. What if it doesn't happen tomorrow?
I had that thought too, but dude. Okay, all right, hold on.
But you said Jessica's in there?
Yeah, she's in there. Doors open.
Is she okay? Like, can we just go ask her?
I don't know. She does not look okay, dude. Do you want me to run in? What I can try to do is I can try and run in and grab the keys really, really fast. Or, Emma, as far as inventory goes,
Okay.
if I say I have like a house key on me, is that acceptable?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Or I could try and like use my house key and like hit the window really hard and break the window, and then you can reach in and get your phone on the car.
Well, should we check on Jessica?
Okay, yeah, that's another thing.
I'll go in. I'll get the keys and
Okay.
make sure Jessica doesn't need help.
Okay, and if she does need help, yell and then I'll come if there's something that I can do. Otherwise I think, oh shit, you know what I should do? And she pulls out her phone and dials 911.
Smart.
There we go.
As the phone rings, they answer. 911 emergency, or 911, what's your emergency today? Or whatever they say. I don't call the cops.
Welcome to
Fuck
Moe's.
the police.
Thank you for calling 911.
Thank you for calling us. Do you have time to do an anonymous survey today?
If you could
after
just
the
give
phone
me like
call?
5 stars at the end
How
of
would
the
you
call.
rate your service with us?
This call may be recorded for customer service purposes.
Yeah.
But she's like, "Hi, yeah, my name's Andy, Andy Todson, and I'm here with my friend, and it looks like something happened. One of our friends is unconscious. We're at and I say whatever store that we're at. I actually didn't catch it.
Okay. It's the gas station.
Justin
Justin's dad's gas station. I don't think Andy knows that, but
Okay, Miss Thompson. Don't worry at all. We'll send someone right away to be there to help your friend. Are they breathing? Is everything okay? Are they injured?
I can't tell from here because I don't know if whatever hurt her is still around. I don't want to get too close. I didn't see whether she was breathing or not.
Okay. Well, do not go into a situation that you think might still be dangerous. Please just stay where you are, or if you feel you're currently not in a safe place, get to somewhere that is safe. Okay?
Okay.
We are sending an ambulance and some officers, and they will be there shortly.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Okay. Would you like me to stay on the line?
I think we're good.
Okay. Well, they'll be there shortly. Please just stay safe. Get to somewhere where you feel protected.
You got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
And I hang up. I'm like, okay, so they say an ambulance is coming, so I think we should just wait for that to happen.
Okay. Should we go back across the street, or
I would like
Brandon, give me a brains roll.
okay?
You need a 10.
All right. This will be
I
tough.
can already feel that not staying on the phone was probably a bad idea.
That's gonna be it.
That's a 7. Remember, you do get adversity tokens when you fail a roll.
Oh, so I failed that one before. So I can't get to a 10.
Yeah. All right. So nothing happens.
Man, you guys are fucked.
Really relying on that happy death day logic right now.
You 3 are dead. Justin, wherever
You
you're
guys
going,
are
dead.
fucking dead.
Magnolia is gonna be
Build a new
chilling,
character, have a good night.
sleeping with a face mask on tonight. You guys are gonna be.
Dead on the asphalt.
Hello, all you raiders. Thank you so much for coming. Nice to have you. We're playing Kids on Bikes, but right now they are investigating some fun stuff. But yeah, so you two, Brandon, are you going to do anything while you're waiting for the ambulance? Are you guys trying to break into this car at all? Or are you just hanging?
I think did we say we were gonna move across the street to a safer kind of vantage point?
Are we? Yeah, but are we at the window now?
At the car window?
Or at the store? We're at the
Okay.
car window?
You're at the car window, yeah.
Okay. I was
If you
gonna
want to
try
go
to
get a
see-
closer look before we move off, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Brandon's gonna be like, I'm gonna see if I can see where Trish is.
Okay. I'll be close. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. And
Okay.
he does the same thing that he did before, slowly walking forward. Looks back at Andy occasionally.
And he
Okay.
gives thumbs ups every time you look. Every time.
As you get slightly closer and you get a bit of a different angle on the inside of the store now, you see the lights are off. One of the overhead lights, you know how in school or in high schools they have those overhead lights that are just boxes, and inside they have the tube lights, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So inside you see one of the caps of one of those lights has fallen down and shattered on the ground. One of the tubes is currently hanging out, and the other is just shattered completely. As you're looking to the right side of the store, you see Trish, as well as one other person that you recognize as Justin's dad, who are both currently unconscious, it seems.
Yes, my dad.
But you do not know the extent of how injured you are. You do see some blood.
They said they're sending an ambulance, right?
Yeah, that's what they said, an ambulance and some police.
Okay, yeah, I think we should get across the street.
Okay.
Brandon, I need you to give me a flight roll now that you're near the door of this place.
Oh boy.
Well,
Time to
that's what I'm
die.
best.
You need we're gonna say a 10.
Big money. No.
So you
I
get
can help.
No,
if
you
need
can't.
to.
This is a split second thing.
No.
Which
Get another
only they
adversity.
can do things for.
Rip in peace.
So you get an adversity token for failing for 1. But Andy, you see. Let me change the music up.
No.
Hold on.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
Andy, you see suddenly this
Pepperoni.
thick black material suddenly wraps itself around Brandon's arms.
Venom.
I imagine Brandon was kind of like sneaking a little bit, and
Skyrim
kind of
style.
crouched a bit. Yeah, Skyrim style. So this thick black material suddenly grabs Brandon's arms and begins pulling him inside.
Oh shit.
Brandon, you are being
freaking
pulled inside.
Out.
Inside of what?
As you are looking closer to where this stuff is coming from, you see underneath the display cases where Jessica's body is currently lying unconscious. From just behind her body, there's this black mass that this material is coming from, pulling you further and further in. You're trying to resist. Give me a fight check. You need
That's what
you need a 12.
I can't get that.
Your dice explode. Nope.
Not
Okay.
that one.
So you get another adversity token.
Woo!
Andy, what are you doing?
I am gonna try and grab Brandon and pull him back if I can.
Okay, so Andy, you rush inside after seeing Brandon begin to get pulled inside. You wrap your arms around his body and begin trying to pull back as well. Give me a fight check.
You got it.
You need a 12.
Can I help
Okay.
her at all?
No.
You both can spend. You can pull adversity tokens to try to get you to that 12, but I don't
Okay.
know that you have 7 altogether.
I have 4. If you have 3, we can do it.
I have 4. I'm
We can
happy
do
to
it.
spin the 3 if you want.
Yeah,
Or
I was
I'll
saving
spin
those
4 and
earlier.
you can spin less because I'm the fault.
No. Let's do this thing because we're together. So for a lot of things, it's gonna functionally work the same.
Okay. As you're pulling, your muscles are already kind of warmed up from your practice earlier. So as you're pulling, you're able to rip Brandon free of whatever this material is, and you hear a loud snap as it retracts back underneath the display counter. You see, Brandon, not far from you now are the keys to the car, but also the door is very close as well. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm getting the F out.
Okay, you both run the fuck out.
We tried. We didn't.
And
And,
at
like-
that moment, you hear sirens off in the distance coming closer.
And like I imagine Brandon has like the sleeve. I imagine for some reason Andy's wearing flannel, and I
Of
imagine
course.
that
Of course,
he's
yeah,
like clutching
totally.
her flannel sleeve, like white knuckling it, like he's not letting her go. And he's like, "Do we tell? What do we tell them that? What do we say happened?"
We don't. We just let them take care of it. We'd be like, we just say we didn't go near it. We just say we tried to look closer and then we got spooked and we ran. We just, I don't think we should try and get into detail. If they see it, they'll see it.
Okay.
As you two are discussing, the sirens are still maybe a minute or two away, but another car pulls up into the gas station quickly, tires screeching as they stop, and out from the car pops your dad, Todd Todson.
Todd!
What is he doing here?
Big mustache kind of draping over his mouth. What are you two doing? Get in the car!
Okay!
Hurry up! And he's very cautiously looking towards the gas station as he begins to move closer, trying to peer inside. And at this point, we're going to switch over to Justin and Magnolia. Justin.
Yay. Can't wait.
You are currently riding down the street on, are we going skateboard or are we going bike?
We skateboarding. Things fresh. Gotta break it in, you know?
Okay, totally. So you're skateboarding down the street, heading towards the deserted part of town near the southeast, where once long ago, the country's largest toothpick popped the country's largest balloon, tragically. And an incident that has still rendered this part of town unlivable for some reason.
Yeah, it's the latex. It's everywhere.
Latex, it's toxic.
Yeah, it's covered the buildings.
As you do, Magnolia, you are heading back home from the northeast.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're coming, you see a small, recognizable kid skateboarding down the street.
I look and I see Justin heading towards the what's considered, the more dangerous part of town where Brian just got murdered at. And so I start riding my bike towards him and calling out, Justin!
Justin's got his AirPods in.
No, he
can't hear me! Justin, give me a brains check.
Okay, brains.
You need a 4. Okay, yeah.
All
so
right,
you're over your music, whatever you happen to be listening to. You hear somebody shouting. Perhaps at you. You're not sure, but somebody's shouting.
Okay. Come to a stop, skid, and just look around. One AirPod out.
Justin!
Huh? Oh, hey, Magnolia.
I pull up beside him. Justin, where the hell do you think you're going?
I was going to the abandoned part of town.
Does your mom know you're out, Justin?
Of course she does. Why wouldn't she?
So if I were to call your mom right now, she would know that you're heading to the abandoned part of town?
You don't have to do that. She knows. Don't be a narc.
What are you doing out here anyway, Justin?
Well, I had an idea. A thought. If the day's repeating, then if I leave a mark somewhere where it won't be removed, I want to see if it stays.
Couldn't you have just put a notch in your bed or something? Did you have to drive all the way out to the abandoned part of town? This is like, I know where Justin lives, right? Like, how far away is it from like this part of town?
On a skateboard, maybe about like 8 to 10 minutes.
All right, but like, so you're gonna skateboard out like 10 minutes in the dark without telling your mom, for what, Justin?
Just for science? I don't know.
God, you're an idiot.
That's rude.
It's
You
not
done?
rude if it's correct.
Well, whatever. I'm gonna go do it. What are you even doing here?
Did you not see the text? I was coming back from Brian's house.
Pay attention to that? Oh, I guess. There are texts. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, bye.
Justin, no, you cannot go out to the abandoned part of town. I follow him on my bike.
Okay, great. And Justin, do you just keep going towards that part of town anyway?
Yeah.
Well, Magnolia's just like, Justin, stop.
Justin,
I
I'm
have
going to
to.
tell your mom. Justin, give me your mom's number.
No. You're gonna tell on me.
Justin, I know where you live.
Yeah, we'll go there then.
As you two continue down the street, heading from the southeastern residential area into the abandoned area that has been contaminated by the latex. Magnolia, you see
Oh, God.
a building that seems familiar. It's hard to tell from the outside, but as you look at this 2-story building and you see inside some of the windows in the darkness, you're reminded of the dream you keep having.
Oh.
The dream of hiding in a closet. The dream of a noise moving around outside. The dream where you're afraid, and then eventually you try to leave, but you are captured and you awaken.
Is that where, are we just like riding past it, or is that like, is Justin heading into this building?
You're currently riding past, and Justin, you see a badass 2-story building. There's some cool fucking graffiti.
I gotta go to that one. Ways to die.
All right, so Justin, you start heading towards this building. Magnolia, you recognize this building. What are you doing?
Justin, don't go in there.
Who are you, my mom?
No, but I'm much smarter than you, and everyone knows that this building is obviously going to contain stuff like asbestos and other dangerous things. So let's go, Justin. Let's go to the woods, and you can go put a knife in a tree.
We're already here.
We're also around lots of other things, so
He's just gonna keep eye contact and back up towards the building.
Justin! Justin, do not go in there.
And Justin
raises a hand.
disappears behind the doors of the
To the
building.
Well, fuck this, and Magnolia leaves.
I can't believe Justin is fucking dead.
Can't believe Justin is fucking dead. Okay. So, Magnolia, you start heading back down the street to go back home.
Yep.
And Justin,
Mm-hmm.
inside of this building, you see, as you walk in, it appears that this used to be perhaps a law office of some sort. immediately you're greeted by a front desk, behind which is a open courtyard with some tables that have been pushed over or kind of destroyed, and various plants that have died due to not being tended to over time. Or maybe it was the latex. There are stairs on either side of the courtyard leading up to the second floor, as well as elevators down either side of hallways that are on the left and right that are surrounded by some small offices and conference rooms. You see various like graffiti art kind of all over the place, interspersed around the area. One artist in particular like did a cool mural where you can only see it when you line up the perspective correctly.
Sick.
One is like a penis.
Necessary.
Classic.
Yeah. One is Juggalo Fan Club, you know, all of the popular ones. And as you venture further and further in, you see... actually, give me another brains roll. Sorry. You need a 5.
I believe Justin.
Okay. So you can spend adversity, or you can take an adversity for failing.
I'm gonna try. You know, I'll just take the adversity right now.
Okay, cool. So, what is Justin's plan coming in here? How deep does he want to go? What sort of mark does he want to make?
He just wants to leave a little initial, like on the inside of the front door, on the front desk, somewhere with wood.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the front door, there definitely have like a doorpost that you can scratch an initial into. You can also do it on the front desk. So it's really whatever you would prefer.
Cool. Let's go with the front desk.
Okay. So you move closer into the building, getting to the front desk. Behind the front desk, there's a nice wooden table that used to have like a computer and a keyboard and everything, but now that's all been taken out. And so currently it's just like a wooden table. You go
like prime scratching material.
Yeah. There have been a few scratches made in here already, but there is plenty of real estate, as many people don't venture into this part of town anymore. And you begin scratching your name into the wood. And then you hear something behind you.
Oh.
Goodbye, Justin.
Goodbye. I'll take a peek over my shoulder. See what
you hear like something is knocked over. Can't hear what exactly. It doesn't sound particularly large.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps just a bottle or a bucket is knocked to the side and begins rolling.
Well, Justin spooked. Time to leg it. All the fear starts to set in. He's like, I'm alone in the abandoned part of town, in an abandoned building, and this is very creepy. He's gonna start wielding his knife and then backing away towards the front door.
Okay, so you do so, and you begin backing away towards the front door. And you get out.
Okay.
And you are now outside the building once again. You see off in the distance, perhaps Magnolia turning a corner one final time before disappearing out of view.
I'm gonna shout after her, Magnolia! Magnolia! Start running towards her.
Magnolia has her AirPods in. Magnolia, do you hear Justin?
Yeah, I'm too poor for AirPods actually, so I don't have any in. I stop my bike and I look back at him. I assume see you running.
Yeah.
Or are you
see him-
skateboarding? Do you have your
frantically running with the
see-
skateboard in hand.
Okay. Oh, you didn't die.
I was close. It's close.
I told you not to go in there, Justin.
There's something in there.
Like what? Like a raccoon?
I don't know. I just heard it. I can feel it.
Okay, well, let's get you home, Justin. Then
Okay.
I'll get home. All right. Let's go before your mom knows you're missing.
She knows I'm here.
All right, Justin.
Consistency is key.
Yeah. Gotta keep it up.
Are you seeing Justin back to his house?
Yeah.
Okay. So you two begin moving into the night once more. And we return once more to the gas station. Brandon and Andy, you two were told to get in the car, as Andy, your father, Todd Todson, is moving towards the inside of the gas station. You see something on your dad that you don't normally see. On his waist is a gun,
Ooh.
and he draws it and is cautiously proceeding forward
Into the store?
into the store.
And he told us to stay in the car.
He told you two to get in the car.
I yell at him, I'm like, Dad, what are you doing?
Just get into the car.
Dad, we saw something in there. It was like
Just
this.
get into the car.
Andy is like, yes, sir, and she scrambles towards the car.
Brandon, are you also getting into the car?
Yeah.
Okay. You two get into the back seat of the car. Todd Todson enters inside, cautiously looking around, and he disappears from view. Moments later, police sirens come closer. You hear the noise of the sirens blaring into the night, as no other noise is really currently taking effect on this city. The ambulance is first, followed quickly behind by a patrol vehicle. As the ambulance comes out, or pulls up, and paramedics begin to crawl out, heading towards the scene with a stretcher. Mr. Todson leaves the gas station, currently dragging the body of a young girl that you recognize to be whatever the fuck this girl's name is.
Jessica?
Trish.
Trish, the other one.
He drags her body out. You see, now that she's more in the light, you see blood kind of on the side of her face, mixed and tangled with her hair. Your dad begins shouting at the paramedics, giving them almost orders, it seems. He points back inside, and you hear him saying something about a man being in there as well. And then he comes back to the car. He looks over his shoulder once more, and the patrol car gets there, and now officers are stepping inside along with the paramedics. He gets to the car. He doesn't say anything. He gets into the front seat. He turns on the car, and he begins driving away.
Then he flips on some Nickelback.
Yeah.
Quietly,
Andy
he
is
turns
just...
on the radio, and Nickelback comes on.
Photograph.
Andy is very, very quiet. She's not gonna talk. She's taking in all the everything at once at the moment.
Brandon, how are you feeling?
Brandon is still in shock, but in the back of his head, he's like, my phone and my bike.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna bother Andy with it.
Eventually, Andy's like, "Hey, Dad."
Yeah.
How did you know where to find us?
Oh, actually, give me a charm roll.
Oh, a charm roll on my own fucking father. This should
Yeah.
go great.
You need
This is
a
always his
6.
forte. Oh, I just need to, roll a 6.
Yeah, just a 6.
Oh, you know what? Actually, fuck this. I have my dice right here.
Yes, you are allowed
I
to roll
forgot this
physical
fucking
dice.
dice roller is a piece of crap.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get a 6, but it's worth trying. Nah, that was a 3, but still.
But hey, that's one better.
It is one better. I don't think we've rolled a single.
You guys have never exploded in your fucking lives in this game.
I rolled a 7. Go have you
Hey,
know.
Ash.
Yeah.
Hey, Ash. What's the dog's name?
Morning.
Marnie. Baby.
Huh?
Child.
Yeah.
That's a 3. So
Okay, well, take an adversity token for failing.
you got it.
You don't need to worry about that. I'm just gonna get you kids home, and you just stay there.
Okay. So Brandon can sleep over tonight?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as just call his parents, let them know.
Okay. Here, Brandon, you can use my phone. You can call your mom.
He's like not even looking at you, but he just like grabs the phone and just starts putting in the numbers. And he'll call his mom.
Okay. You call your mom, and what do your parents even do? One's like a pilot and one's a nurse, right?
My mom's a nurse, yeah.
Okay, I think you have to leave a message at the hospital.
Okay.
But it's fine. You can stay over at Andy's.
Okay.
And-
Yeah. Horror sleepover. Where
And
the
I'll-
horror is just our lives.
Yay.
Do I get to talk to my mom, or am I like leaving a message at like reception or something?
You can talk to your mom, sure. Let's
Okay.
introduce your mom.
Okay.
So, Janice answers the phone, and you say that you need to talk to your mom. And you're put on like hold for a second. Then, like, maybe 15, 20 seconds later, the phone gets picked up again. Hey, sweetie, is everything okay?
Sort of.
I left you some meatloaf in the fridge. You should be able to just heat it up.
Thanks. I actually think I'm gonna be spending the night at Andy's tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. As long as Andy's parents are okay with it.
Yeah. Mr. Chodson's okay with that.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly okay then.
And Mom.
Yeah.
my my phone and my bike are at a crime scene.
He's coming out with it.
I didn't do the crime. I was trying to get my phone back, and it just happened.
I didn't do the crime.
Janice, can you check bed 3? Your phone and your bike are at a crime Honey, what happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm with Andy and Mr. Todson. I left my phone in someone's car, and so I was trying to pick it up at the at Justin's dad's gas station, and it looked like somebody sort of robbed the place. But we called, and some people were hurt before we got there, but we called the police, and when the police came, they didn't give me a chance to get my bike, but my phone is still in the car, and I'm really sorry. My bike's there too. I think we can probably get them back later.
Okay, yeah, we can get your stuff. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad you're okay. We'll figure the rest out later, but what's most important is you're safe. You called the police. That was a good call. And thank you for letting me know what's I'm supposed to be off
talk
at
to Mr. Todson?
No, I'm sure
Okay.
he's got a lot on his mind right now. Please thank him for me. But yeah, I'll be home tomorrow morning. We're pretty short staffed. I don't think I can. If I can leave, I'll try to leave, but I don't know that I'll be able to.
That's okay.
But I'll be home tomorrow morning, and we can get everything sorted. Okay, sweetie?
Okay, I'm just really sorry about my...
No, don't be, you're fine. Don't be sorry at all. Just glad you're okay.
Okay, love you, Mom.
I love you too. I love you so much. Tell Mr. Todson and Andy thank you so much.
I will. My mom says thank you so much, Mr. Todson.
Yeah, don't mention it.
He says don't mention it.
Okay, great.
So
We'll make them a nice casserole or something. Okay, great. Well, if anything else happens or you need anything, you call me. And
okay.
But if anything else happens, fuck this. I'll come. I'll come get you. Okay?
Okay. You can reach me at Andy's number.
Oh yeah. Yes. Okay. Got it. Thank you. All right. Well, I will. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, sweetie.
Okay. Bye, Mom.
Okay. Bye. And he hangs up.
Okay. I hand the phone back to Andy. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries, man. And then Andy's gonna text the group chat.
But you text the group chat.
Andy says, "Okay, so bear with me. Went to try and figure out what was up with Trish and Jessica. Ended up, she realizes as she's starting to type that she better be careful with what she's about to say. She's like, ended up at a store and shit kind of went down. There was something weird. I didn't get a close look. It was just this big, dark thing that grabbed Brandon and almost pulled him in. We saw some people inside were hurt, including Trish and Jessica. And we were like, oh shit. And then my dad showed up and he was like, get in the car, like an action movie. It was fucking weird. He won't tell me what the fuck's going on. But point being, police were called. Everything seems to be okay. Yeah. just thought we'd give you guys an update. Unclear whether this is related to day repeating shenanigans.
Andy, can you give me another brains roll? This is a 4.
Okay. Oh, I have my full.
Yeah, physical dice.
Do I actually have a D4 in here is the question. Oh, I have Noah's. Okay.
Noah's D4.
Noah's D4. It's his deco dice. Here, they're really cool.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, mine are black and yellow. I got one of them here too. I think they're cooler.
Oh,
But-
those are real cool.
They're still neat. That was a 4, believe it or not. Fucking finally.
Now, that explodes, so roll another D4.
You got it.
Wow.
That was a 1.
Okay,
The first
So-
explosion.
5 total. I ask because if you beat it by 5 or more or 10 or more, you increase the level of success and you would learn more.
Gotcha.
But
I'm just glad
with
we
4,
succeeded.
you remember, so Trish was brought out by your dad, and it seemed that your dad was gesturing, saying that there was a man inside. But you did not hear anything about Jessica.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that to my little self here, while we're in the car. Actually, you
Okay.
know what? I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna be like, Dad, when you were inside, you had the girl that you helped, her name was Trish. Did you see another girl in there? Her name was Jessica?
No, I'm sure the police have it all handled. But no, I just saw that girl and, Justin, what's your last name?
Park.
Huh?
Park.
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 I saw her and Mr. Park. Those were the only 2 I saw in there. But I'm sure paramedics are on it. They're good at their job. If they didn't find anything, once I drop you 2 off, I'm gonna head back there and make sure everything's okay. And I'll keep an eye out.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, of course. So Magnolia and Justin, as you're reaching Justin's house, you've been walking there, so it's taken a little bit more time. You get a text from Andy saying all this information.
What store was it?
Andy privately texts Magnolia. And she's like, I didn't want to freak Justin out, but it was Park's gas station. His dad was in there.
Can we call the gas station Central Park's gas station?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like something his dad would
Justin's
come
dad
up with.
loves a good
Okay.
time.
Oh my god, Justin, your dad got fucked up.
The tact.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Apparently, your gas station was attacked or something.
It was attacked. Is my dad okay?
I don't know. Is he dead? That's what I texted.
Andy, does she text back privately? Or in the group chat? Does she?
Well,
just,
I texted back in the private one because that's
Okay, Andy texts back because she doesn't know you're telling Justin. She texts back, dunno, looked pretty bad.
probably. He's probably dead.
Jesus Christ, Magnolia.
Hey, Justin, the day reset, so it'll probably happen again, and your dad won't be dead. And if he's dead, I mean, you can't really do anything about it.
Dad! He's just booking it home. He does not care what you're saying right now.
Justin, you crash into the front door, opening it, and you see your mom inside. And it seems like she just got off the phone, and she is currently silently crying over the counter.
Oh, your dad's dead.
Oh God. I'm just gonna scream, Mom, there's something wrong with Dad. Something happened to him.
I know. Go up to your room.
We have to go to the gas station.
I'm gonna meet them at the hospital. You go to your room. You go to bed. You've got activities tomorrow.
I have to go.
No, you do not need to go. I will go. You go upstairs, go to bed.
Why? This isn't fair.
This is not about being fair. This is about just go to bed, okay?
Mom.
Son, I need you to listen to me right now.
Gas.
Thank you.
Police call.
Here, take some kimchi. She gives you a thing of kimchi.
I don't need kimchi, Mom.
You need to eat.
I need to go see Dad.
I'll text you and I'll let you know how he's doing. I will give you a call at the hospital. Everything's fine. Just go to bed.
Fine. Text me right away, though.
I will. Magnolia, what did you do when Justin ran off and ran into his house?
I went back to ride home.
Okay, cool.
Heading back to my house.
Another day in the life.
Do you really think Justin is going to bed, Stella Luna?
Yeah.
He's gonna play with his tech decks.
He's gonna play with his tech decks and make sweet TikToks while crying in the background.
Yeah.
My dad's dead.
I just know how to heal. I just know how to heal with my tactic. It's so sick. Check it out.
All right. So you go upstairs. You hear your mom pretty quickly leave. You hear the garage door and then it like open and close, and you see like her car drive off into the night. You are upstairs in your room. Are you just gonna hang out or what are you doing?
I'm gonna text the group chat that there's something wrong with my dad. He's at the hospital.
So glad I don't have my phone.
Yeah, for real. I'm sorry you're missing. Well, you're with Andy, so you're getting all this information. Andy, you see this text that Justin now obviously knows that something happened to his dad.
You're muted, I think.
I thought I hit the button. How's that?
There you go.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, back.
And he's like, she texts back. She's like, "Are you okay? You safe?"
Did you ask if I'm safe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll text back, yeah. But I have to go see my dad.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Well, the day resets, dude. If you go to bed, then your dad will probably be fine tomorrow. Or I
What
mean,
if he
next
isn't?
time. Well, then when you wake up tomorrow, you'll find out that too. But there's no use in worrying about it right now when you don't know.
That
You
doesn't
gotta-
help.
Are you home alone right now?
Yes.
Dude, aren't you
Hesitantly.
like 10?
Like 12 and a half.
That's still. Oh boy. Okay, just text us if anything happens or if you need us, okay?
Hey.
Do not go outside.
I think I'm gonna go outside.
I will come and I will beat you up. I will. I won't actually, but I'll be very sad.
Fine. I guess I'll eat my kimchi and go to bed.
Magnolia,
Mm-hmm.
you wake up, or not wake up. You eventually get home. It's much later than you got home last time.
Mm-hmm.
Last time when you got home, your mom eventually came home, but you didn't leave your room to talk to her or anything, I imagine.
Nope.
So this time, as you get home, your mom is actually there. You come inside, and she is making some dinner for herself, and she turns and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were in your room. Did you need something to eat?"
No, I already ate dinner.
"Oh, okay. That's fine." And she kind of turns back to cooking. But by the way, could you sit down?
Sure. I sit down at the table.
She sits down. She takes her food off of the heat and sits down across from you. She's like, "There's something I've been wanting to talk to you for a while about, but don't get to see you very often. So, I've been seeing someone. It's
Okay.
really nice. He works at the hospital. He's one of the custodians. He works really hard. He's got a son that's 8, and I've gotten to meet him, and he's a really good kid, and his dad is really nice to me, and I'd really love to have him meet you. And I really want you to meet him as well."
How long have you been dating this one?
It's been a couple of months now.
Okay, I mean, like, I can meet him, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, are you free this weekend?
We'll see.
Oh, I mean, is there any time that you are free soon?
I mean, sure. Let's plan on this weekend.
Okay, I'll let him know.
What's his name?
His name is Steven.
Steven, what? Is he, like, from here or, like...
He lives in town. Yeah, his name is Steven Waters.
Okay. I don't think I know him. Where'd you guys meet?
He works at the hospital. He's helped me clean a few patients' rooms and things like that. He's really nice. Really, I think you'll like him a lot.
I guess. Okay. Let's hope you can hold on to this one.
I hope so. I really like him, and I think he really likes me, you know?
Okay, well, I'm going to bed if that's all you wanted to talk to me about.
Yeah, yeah, I love you.
Love you too, Mom. Bye. Head upstairs.
Okay, yeah, you head back to your room, and what do you do in your room? Are you just going to bed?
No, I have to take off my makeup and do my skincare routine.
Of course, yeah. It's important. And that takes how long?
My nighttime skincare routine, like 40 minutes.
At least 40 minutes.
Yeah, okay. You know, Ash, for getting that right, you can have an adversity. Props to you.
That was fucking impressive.
That was impressive. That was good.
Experience.
So, eventually you finish, and I imagine you go to bed afterwards, or are you planning on doing anything?
I'm gonna look up the guy on Facebook. The Stephen Waters.
Stephen Waters, yeah. You are able to find him.
Does he look like a loser?
I mean, he looks like a late 30s, early 40s, like pretty typical white guy. To you, he's nothing special. I mean, his profile picture is of him and his son. His son is like mixed racial. Seems like a cute kid. I don't know what you think about kids. Maybe you've seen him around the elementary school when you've been like tutoring and stuff, but you've never like directly interacted with him or anything. The profile says that like he works as a custodian at the hospital. He seems like he likes to play foosball in his free time and darts. And
this guy's a loser.
he's a big Seahawks fan.
Oh,
Ew,
man.
Magnolia does not like sports.
Sports ball.
You two will have a lot to bond over.
I want to scroll down and see if I can find out whoever his ex was.
I imagine you can find that information, yeah. Her name is Penny. No, that's not an older name. Her name is Penelope Johnston.
Is she prettier than my mom?
She's pretty, yeah. She lives in let's say she lives in Dallas.
Oh wow, she got out of here. Lucky her.
But yeah,
Gosh.
she's like an administrative consultant or something. I don't know. But yeah, you spend the rest of your night digging, and eventually you go to sleep. Justin, you've gone to sleep. Brandon and Andy, what are you two doing the rest of your night?
I think that when we get home and like go upstairs and everything, Andy's gonna make sure that Brandon's got a pillow and blankets and he can set up like actually, you know what? She's like, you want my bed? You can totally have it. I don't care. Sleep on the floor. It's like good for your back and shit.
No, the floor. I'll take the floor.
Okay. She doesn't argue with him. She's like, she like gets him set up and then she climbs into the bed and she sits cross-legged and like holds a pillow. And she's like, okay. When we wake up, if it's in witch school, good, because that means day's gonna reset again. But I just don't know how to handle seeing Kylie again, you know?
Yeah. Do you think it would help if we told?
No. I don't think that's a good idea.
Is that bad in the movies?
I think that if someone traveled back in time and told me I was a lesbian, I'd be really mad. You got to figure that shit out on your own, you know?
Not that Brian is who they really are, but like about them going missing.
Now that I kind of do want to tell her, you know?
Yeah.
Because what if I don't know, because, you know, I really liked when we got to hang out last time. We got to go and I got to do magic and it was really cool and, you know, it was nice. And I still don't know how to feel about, like, knowing that he's dead now. And we didn't even talk. I didn't even talk to him. And now I'm, like, really upset, you know? I don't know if telling him in the past is going to help anything, you know? What do we tell him? Like, hey, don't go near the balloon at night.
No, maybe you can
Something
tell.
really cryptic, you know? Like, we want to keep him safe, but we don't want to fuck shit up past wise.
Maybe you can tell him to find you.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, because we don't know. We don't know if the day repeats when we're at the witch school. Because what if we wake up and the whole day repeats again and we have to choose the houses again and all of that? And then nothing that I tell Brian is going to stick. And then it won't matter. But I got to try, right? Like, even if the day repeats, like any day, every time I'm going to have to try, because what if that's the day that it sticks, right?
Yeah, we have to act like it's gonna be real.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, plans. Good. Plans good. We got a plan. That's better than we had yesterday, so.
Yeah. What do you think that thing was?
Did you get a good look at it? It was just kind of like dark movement.
It was just there. It was just like there wasn't any details. It was just strong and there next to Jessica.
Next to Jessica. And Jessica's not. Dad didn't see Jessica.
No.
Do you think it was like a body snatcher thing?
Did they find Brian's body?
I think
so.
they did.
You know that they found Brian's body in the middle of the street.
Okay, they found his body.
Okay. Could be a body snatcher thing, though, like, even still. Okay, so that's something to consider next time. I would highly recommend that we do not stick with Jessica and Trish and any of these day repeats.
But they were going there to meet a guy named Trent. Do you think it's like the body snatcher was Trent?
Dude, maybe. Right now, I'm most worried about Brian, and I'm worried about what the fuck is up with my dad. Why he have a gun? Why he just showed up? He didn't know, like, what was going on. Unless, I don't know, maybe Mr. Park called him.
But he had a siren, and he got there before anybody else.
The dad did not have a siren.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
Oh, never mind. Well, he got there before everybody.
Yeah, I don't know how he knew. And I don't know why he had a gun, and I don't know. Well, okay, the not talking to me thing is pretty much par for the course. But I don't know what's going on with that. So that's something to think about as well. I think the important things, we don't know enough about Trent and Jessica and Trish. But we should definitely keep an eye on that, because it could have something to do with Brian.
Yeah, so I guess we've got to warn everybody every chance we see them.
Yeah, some of them are gonna think we're crazy. I don't think that like, I think that Jessica and Trish will think that we're crazy. They already think I'm really weird, so.
Yeah, but I'm starting to think it doesn't matter what they think.
That is probably true. All that matters is that they stay alive, even if they don't think that we're super neat or whatever.
But I don't know, maybe we can just tell them that, like, the police have been staking out Justin's dad's gas station.
That's smart. Oh, you're smart. I'm not that smart. You did it. That's good.
Or your dad hangs out there.
Oh yeah, that's even worse. Yeah, you can say that I told you that my dad was planning on hanging out around there and that they shouldn't go.
Yeah. But like at the last minute.
Right, right. Okay, cool. Okay, big plans. Okay, good job. And she holds up her hand for a high five.
Brandon will give her a high five. and say, thanks for getting me out of there.
Yeah, man. I'd rather not test the whole die, day start over thing.
Yeah.
All right, and then Andy's gonna try and go to bed. She's gonna put her earbuds in and listen to music to help her fall asleep.
All right. As you all fall asleep, your minds drift away, far away, to another world known as the East Coast.
Oh no, not New Jersey. Not again.
You
Can't
wake
do
up
this anymore.
this time in separate rooms. You're surrounded by people most of you don't entirely recognize, although you might recall a few of them. Andy, as you awaken and you sit up in a body that is not your own, but that you have grown familiar with due to one instance in the past, you see a few eyes looking towards you, a pair of which are intimately familiar. Kylie's. She looks towards you almost as if she's expecting something. And then when it doesn't come, she furrows her brow slightly, as if to ponder. And then a spark of excitement comes across her eyes. And that is where we'll stop.
Okay. Oh boy.
We're doing great, guys. Justin's dad is totally dead.
Justin was almost totally dead too.
True.
Brandon was not doing so great either.
Oh, I just imagine Brandon
Been
has a
chosen by
very
the symbiote.
fitful night of sleep if he sleeps.
Yeah. Hopefully he falls asleep eventually, or else, well, who knows what happens if you don't fall
I
asleep.
was gonna say we're gonna have to, at some
Stuck
point we
in
might try to
limbo.
pull all-nighter. Then who knows?
But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you, Kayla and Eric, for the raids, and thank you, everybody, for hanging out in chat. I am Emma, also known as Emma Panada. I do TTRPG stuff on this channel sometimes. We are starting up a 4th campaign here in the next few weeks. And other than that, we have 3 other campaigns going right now that are they're all pretty much bi-monthly. So they happen every other week. And yeah, who are these other people? Graham, who are you?
I'm Ian. No, I'm Graham. You can find me at Throcketman on Twitter and Instagram. I am not active on either. And I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. Arabella, tell us about yourself.
I am Arabella. I am sincerely.arabella on Instagram. Guys, I'm still coming off from that nap. It's still affecting me.
That's valid.
I just post not selfies. I make my husband take photos of me and I post those on Instagram every once a month.
Yeah.
It's a tough job. I don't get paid for it. Someone's got to do it.
All right, Ash, since you're already talking, who are you?
I'm Ash. I am forced to take pictures of Arabella, and you can find those on sincerely.arabella. Or you can be my 6th follower on Twitter at Zephyr Chaotix, if you so choose. It's a very small, comfortable circle.
Yep.
Just keep it that way.
And last but not least, Nina Wolverina. Who are you?
Oh, did Graham go?
Yeah.
Yep, he started. And I
Graham
thought
went
to myself,
first.
hee, Throcket Man, as I always do when he says his username. I'm Nina Wolverina. I do art on my Twitter at Nina Wolverina, and I'm gonna start playing another game on this channel soon. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll get a sneak preview as to what character I'm playing there. So yeah, do that.
Yeah. She also did all of the art tokens for this game. So if you're seeing these and you think they're cool and you want to see Nina's other incredible work, because this is just a very small sampling of what she does, then go follow her on Twitter or Insta. And give her money to draw you things.
And she's got a book coming.
Oh shoot, I do
She's
have
got a book
that.
coming.
Plug it.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I have a fantasy book coming out. You guys can have the release date before I release it, but I say it publicly. Release date's November 20th. Pre-orders open on November 1st.
We got the exclusive.
You got an exclusive.
It's a Emma
you got the
Panada
hook
Twitch
up here.
exclusive.
Twitch exclusive.
I am one of the few people that has gotten to read this novel. It is a big privilege, and it's legitimately a very good book. I'm very excited for it to officially come out, and when it does come out, I highly recommend people check it out.
Yay!
Where can I pre-order such a book?
Yeah, you will be able to pre-order it. I will post a link to a Gumroad, and the pre-orders are actually, you can pre-order it for Kindle and it'll automatically be put in your library the day it releases, or you can use the Gumroad link and that'll get you a signed copy with an exclusive sticker that I designed for this release.
Can I pre-order it on Kindle, and then next time I see you, you just sign my Kindle?
Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck is she going with this?
Just like carve your name into the glass.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I can make that happen.
So again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We hope you enjoyed watching. None of my cool TTRPG friends are currently streaming, so I'm going to just raid a art streamer known as Calvin Sims.
Ooh,
Pretty
Calvin.
Cool. So stick around, say hi to Calvin, give him a follow, and I hope you have
cowboy bebop art.
Ooh, that's fun.
A space cowboy.
Yeah, but thank you all so much. Hope you have a great rest of your night. Hope you had a great weekend, and remember to eat your kimchi before you go to bed tonight.
I'm gonna go have some kimchi.
All right, bye.
Have a blissful week.
Yeah.
Is bedtime kimchi gonna be a new?
Yes, bedtime
Fancy.
kimchi, brand new. It's gonna be tradition now.
It's what actually breaks the cycle.
Yeah.
When
Believe
all
it or
of us
not.
eat bedtime kimchi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wake up and Kite's Kite, not Justin. It's all because of that bedtime kimchi.
All because of that kimchi.
You know it.
Mama's special kimchi, baby.
I love kimchi. Now I want kimchi, but I don't have access to any.